Hello, my name is Ash, a counselor in training. This is my Relatable study podcast for individuals who need help studying for their NCE, CPCE, and other related counseling exams. I'm going to go through many questions from multiple resources and make the answers relatable to both you and me. So get your listening ears on and let's get studying. Systematic desensitization consists of these orderly steps. A. Autogenic training, desensitization in the imagination, and construction of the hierarchy. B. Relaxation training, construction of the anxiety hierarchy, in vivo desensitization, and desensitization in imagination. C. Relaxation training, desensitization in imagination, and the construction of hierarchy. D. Relaxation training, construction of anxiety hierarchy, desensitization and imagination, and in vivo desensitization. The answer is D. Systematic desensitization consists of these orderly steps: relaxation training, construction of anxiety hierarchy, desensitization and imagination, and in vivo desensitization. This will sound silly, but a good way to remember this is relaxation training, construction of anxiety hierarchy, desensitization and imagination, and there's vivo desensitization. Sometimes putting things to song actually triggers your memory of things to remember. In system desensitization, there are orderly steps of relaxation training, construction of the anxiety hierarchy, desensitization and imagination, and vivo desensitization. How is cognitive therapy used to prevent relapse? Cognitive therapy is marked by replacing negative thought patterns with positive self-talk. Thought patterns are automatically negative, may trigger the clients to relapse. When this thought pattern happens, the client should replace them with a more functional action. Some techniques for reducing the negative self-talk may include free association, memory techniques, and dream interpretations. Do not have a good example for relapse prevention, but I do have a therapy technique that is closely associated with negative thoughts and turning them into positive thoughts. And that is reframing. This example would be, I can't pass this test, and transitioning it into, I will pass this test. I will pass this test. Repeating that consistently will help build that confidence into passing the test. And it can also be utilized to help with preventing relapse. I am going to stay sober. I am going to stay sober. I got this. One more day and I can do 30 days. The positive self-talk can help with these negative thought patterns. Blank is behavioral sex therapy. A. Classical Vigo therapy. B. Organ box therapy. C. Conditioned reflex therapy. D. Sensate focus. The answer is D. Sensate focus is behavioral sex therapy. Sensate focus is a structured approach to sex therapy. This technique is designed to address barriers when it comes to intimacy, such as miscommunication, sexual skill gaps, body image issues, lack of sexual arousal, so on and so forth. I would personally recommend looking into sex therapy and Sensate focus because I cannot provide a good example for you about what this is and how counselors use it in their practice. Robert Kurthoff characterized counselors' responses as all except which of the following? A. Additive. B. Interchangeable. C. Subtractive. D. Multiplicative. The answer is D. Multiplicative. Multiplicative is the effect of one component of a treatment plan that may be influenced or modified by the interaction or presence of another component. Robert Kurthoff did not categorize this response for counselors. the additive, interchangeable, and subtractive responses are categorized. I would recommend doing research with this question to help better your understanding of how this works. A counselor has an obese client imagine that he is terribly sick after eating a high-calorie, high-fat meal. The client then imagines a pleasant scene in which he is eating is desired. This technique is called A. Behavioral reversal, B. In vivo sensation, C. Covert sensation, D. In vivo desensitization. The answer is C. This technique is called covert sensation. This is a behavioral therapy technique used to reduce addictive behavior. It is based on the principles of classical conditioning, which involves an individual creating an imagined unpleasant association between the addictive behavior and the unpleasant stimulus. It also takes time for this classical conditioning to take effect with the covert sensation. I would recommend doing more research on this because the question is a really good example of the answer, but more information is needed, and I will also have to do more research on this. And that is all 5 questions for this episode. Thank you for listening. Keep calm and study on.